Alrighty, the next story quest given to us by Alice in Amarat is Shadowbringers. I'm pretty sure that's what this expansion is called, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, actually, wait, is that a thing I can check? Hold on. J. Yeah, Shadowbringers. Yeah, that's what I thought. Anyway, I don't know why I was so not sure about that. Here we go. Level 80. Let's do it. Do you remember that talk we had atop the tower in Mordsuk? I'm still of the same mind now as I was then. I don't abandon you, you don't abandon me, and together we make a difference in this fight. There's always hope if we look for it. I saw it again and again as you tore those veils of light from the sky. If we keep taking the next step forward, there's a chance we'll find a way to save you. So no matter how long it takes or how much it hurts, you can count on me to keep on walking. And she walks off. And I speak with Alpha now. The rest of the Scions are still here, so yeah. Vothri spoke of the disaster we would bring upon our own heads, the ceaseless conflict. Imagine how he would sneer to see what's become of the first, not to mention your perilous predicament. And yet who can deny the fire your deeds have ignited in people's hearts? You achieved what my logic and ideals never could, uniting disparate peoples under the banner of hope and common purpose. Without you, that giant Talos would never have raised its head. I have borne witness to many such miracles at your side, and would do so again. This is but another obstacle in the road. So come, let us travel it. Drag me through wonder and danger, as you are wont to do, and I shall endeavor not to slow you down. And he walks off. Orlean J is next. This is fun. As well thou knowest, if we are to usher Emet-Selch onto his rest, we must needs bind his Ascian soul, and then shatter it with overwhelming force. The former task requireth oversight, and such have I prepared, upon the Exarch's asking, no less, though 'twas ever mine intent to provide said boon. The future whence our noble friend doth hail is a world fallen to Ascian artifice, and he would not see such grim history repeated. In a sense, Emet-Selch's destruction will be the culmination of the Exarch's efforts, a reward for all he hath endured these many years. Yet even as thou stridest into the jaws of peril, forget not but that his fondest wish, and that of many others besides, is to see thee survive unto the morrow. 'Tis in pursuit of that happiest of outcomes that I do pledge to remain at thy side. He gives a bow, and he walks off. Y'shtola is next. Our time in the first has been a never-ending succession of trials, as arduous as our path in the source ever was. Yet through all our journeys together, through that deep and foreboding wood, you have helped me to stay true to my convictions. Thus would I return the favor. Do as your heart decrees, without hesitation or regret, and that is all I will say on the matter. And she walks off. Thancred. Well, this has put everyone in a solemn mood, hasn't it? Honestly, we're not even sure this will be the end of it. But I suppose we should speak our minds when we have the opportunity. You taught me that much in Almarang. So forgive me this moment of sentiment, Mercy. By dragging me into this mess, you've given me the chance to think and act as I should have, for Reen's sake. Words cannot express how much this has changed my life, or how grateful I am for your support. So I shall express my gratitude through action instead. No matter where you decide to go, I will be there, guarding your back. And he walks through me. Oh my gosh. Last, but definitely not least, is Reen. And we have a cutscene. She's still looking down. She seems very lost in thought. When Minfilia entrusted me with her power, she warned me that no matter how strong you become, you can still fall victim to despair. You can still feel powerless. She was right. After you collapsed on Mount Golg, my hands wouldn't stop shaking. If I made a mistake, if I failed to bind the light within you, I was terrified you would die. She looks at me finally. Even now, you could be moments from turning, and I wouldn't know how to save you. You, Thancred, the others, you've all been there when I needed help. Minfilia surrendered her life to me, her legacy. I should be ready to do the same for you, and I want to, I do, but I just... I'm not good enough. She told me to follow your example, and I've tried. I've really tried. She starts to cry, hands to her face, sobbing. Then you shouldn't hang your head. Or I'm not asking to be saved, but I like the first one. She looks up at me again. I shouldn't? You turn and look up at the palace or building we're gonna go toward, and then you look down. And then back to Reen, I assume. Nope, not yet. Fate can be cruel, but a smile better suits a hero. No, we must all keep looking forward like the heroes who never gave up hope for this world. We must all keep looking forward like the heroes who never gave up hope for this world. The other option was ... I turn back to Reen and say what I have chosen to say. She has a ... as she looks taken aback a tiny bit. I'm not sure who you... She smiles. Actually, never mind. I think the answer might be different for all of us. She looks down again for a second, then back up. No, nothing will come of brooding here in self-pity. I've made my decision. Mercy, I'm going with you. And she runs off. We watch her go. The cutscene has ended. I'll mount up. We're gonna take a dragon to this fight, sons of bitches. Sons of bitches. Up a ramp. Flat surface. Up another ramp. Flat surface. And we approach the building we've looked at a few times now, which has 3 massively tall double doors, one of which opens, the middle of which opens up ahead of us, and the Capitol Attendant. Welcome to the Capitol. All visitors must present an official writ of permission before admittance will be granted. And I hand it over. I didn't have to select it from my inventory. That's awesome. Your documents appear to be in order. You may proceed into the Capitol, but any guests you may choose to bring with you must remain in your vicinity at all times. And he fades. It fades. They fade. And we have a cutscene. Scions and I are walking through this grand corridor / entryway. We have one set of kind of golden...
This really is unacceptable.
Double doors ahead of
I
us.
gave you very specific instructions.
There are also some golden filigreed double doors on to either side. Emet-Selch appears before us.
Emet-Selch.
As Alphino says, obviously.
My invitation was for an abomination, ripe with the power to bring about the world's annihilation. Not this half-broken thing. Whatever am I to do with you?
My Streamlabs is telling me that every time there is enough audio in my headset, it is transferring to the microphone in the headset. But I'm hoping it's not being picked up on the video. I might check that out. We'll see.
And I see you insist on keeping the same familiar company. Are you so lost without them?
It's not about being lost, it's just they are my people. We do things together.
It is not she who is lost without the familiar.
Good point.
Not content with remaking an entire city, you aim to fill it with the reconstituted souls of the dead.
Get him.
I may have gotten a little carried away in my attention to detail, added a few unnecessary flourishes. Well, there's no point trying to hide it. Yes. Once the rejoining of worlds is complete, Zodiac will regain his full strength and shatter his prison. Then we shall offer up the Source's remaining inhabitants in sacrifice, that we might resurrect our brethren who died to bring Zodiac into existence. But what was it that you came here to do exactly?
came here to stop you, or we came here for the Exarch. I think that second one is more correct. We came here for the Exarch.
Well, you can't have him. The wisdom that man guards may open up new worlds of possibilities. He has unlocked the secrets of travel across the rift, and through time as well, it would seem. Quite an accomplishment for one of his incomplete nature. I must explore the limits of his capabilities and harness that power for the Ardor.
We grit our teeth, as do a few of the Scions.
Even now, after everything, you refuse to see reason. You think it unfair that you are subject to suffering? That your lives will be sacrificed for the Ancients? Look at me! I have lived 1,000 of your lives.
1,000. Yeah, you're not wrong.
I have broken bread with you. Fought with you, grown ill, grown old, sired children, and yes, welcomed death's sweet embrace. For eons have I measured your worth and found you wanting. Too weak and feeble-minded to serve as stewards of any star. Have your recent spats with Vorthri and his Sin Eaters taught you nothing?
What were they supposed to teach me?
Have you not learned that your ignorance and frailty beget only endless misery?
I have not learned that. I'm sorry. It takes a step.
How long do you mean to perpetuate this farce? How much more must I endure your bumbling interference?
It takes a grand total of about 6 steps toward us.
Let us imagine that the laws of reality are again undone and the world faces true annihilation. Do you honestly believe that half your number would sacrifice themselves to save the other?
It shouldn't come to that. Is that what you think it needs to come to?
Of course they wouldn't! And if you had witnessed history unfold as I have, you would reach the same conclusion.
But like half your number sacrificed themselves, and it wasn't enough. And another half sacrificed themselves, and it wasn't enough. And there was a plan to sacrifice the new lives of your livestock and such, and it still wasn't enough. I don't see how your strategies
You cannot be entrusted with our legacy.
any better than our strategy, which is just to fight against each new thing that comes up.
I will bring back our brethren, our friends, our loved ones. The world belongs to us, and us alone.
He turns from us to the big gold filigreed doors and starts to walk back the way he came. Gets about 10 steps. 12. 14. 16. 18. 20-ish.
Emet-Selch!
He stops.
We understand, truly, but it makes no difference.
It don't make no difference
The ones you love are in the past,
to me.
while ours are here in the present. One day, we too will be ashes and dust, but not today. Our time is not yet finished. We share your conviction. And that is why we will not abandon our course.
You think us the same?
Emmett turns.
You think your tattered soul of equal worth to those I lost?
Just because those you lost are more powerful doesn't necessarily mean the souls that were lost are worth more.
Then come. Earn your place. Prove yourselves worthy to inherit this star.
The large golden filigreed double doors open, and there is fire beyond, and smoke above the fire, and
Behold the coming oblivion.
nothing else visible.
'Twas the end of our era and the beginning of our great work.
Christ.
A fitting backdrop for your final judgment.
Yeah. I won't argue there. The heat coming from that must be crazy.
I shall wait within, but do not spend too much time on your preparations. There's no telling how much longer the guest of honor will last.
And Emet-Selch walks through embers coming out from this room, walks into the roiling fire. And his body looks very red and hot and then disappears. Not like consumed, but just fades into whateverness as we all look on. Amarat is now accessible. It feels like a real trial, but it could be a dungeon. I'm not sure yet. We'll find out. We will, of course, find out. And we are also not going to join. As much as I would like to see what these party members, the NPCs, the Scions would say, I'm not going to do it again. Like, it has never been all that interesting. The only interesting thing that actually happened was Reen, like, tightrope walking so slowly across that little maze we had to get across to reach the other side of an expanse. That was cute. The rest of it is just Thancred babying Reen, Y'shtola and Thancred going at it here and there, Alphino and Alcé going at it here and there, but nothing at all interesting. So I will watch a video for the Amarat. Was it a fight? What is it? It's a dungeon. Okay. The Amarat dungeon. And I will get back to you. And I will see you next time. The sponsor, non-sponsor for this video is Old Wisconsin Beef Sausage Snack Sticks. They need to be refrigerated. They're great. They're a great keto snack. I have one of these beef sticks with 2 slices of either Swiss or mozzarella cheese, but choose whatever cheese you like. I'm sure it would go great with cheddar, pepper jack, provolone, whatever. But yeah, you get a package. One bag basically will contain like 24, 20 sticks, something like that, and keep them in your fridge. They're great. If you purchase this with the link in my description, I'll get a small cut. It's a way to support the channel for videos that you've enjoyed, while also getting a product that you'll actually use and enjoy. I will see you next time.